Hello everyone. Before moving further, I would give my short intro. I am Darshani, graduating BTech from Electronics and Communication Engineering, and in this short video, I would be telling you some basics of the mathematics, some very crucial and mark scoring chapters of mathematics. I believe that all the chapters are pretty much easier and pretty much worth for your further classes, but trigonometry is that basic branch of the mathematics which you should really get to that. So in this short video I would try to get you some basic details of trigonometry. So let's get started. Now before moving further, we should know why we are reading trigonometry. What is trigonometry? Now first question, what is trigonometry, students? Trigonometry is basically made up of three words: tri, three, gon, sides, and metron means measure. It means we are measuring the various sides of triangle, the angle of triangle, and the various ratios of triangle. In a trigonometry, there are various words in which you should be familiar with, like trigonometrical ratio, its identity, and the various other formulas which are important. Now, first of all, let us see about the trigonometrical physical significance. यानी इसका physical significance क्या है? Suppose, let's take an example. Suppose a boy is walking, he spots a tower and he wanted to calculate the distance of the tower and between him. He has no particular skill at that particular point, but what measure is important for him? That the angle with which he is seeing the height of the tower, the distance, and the height of the tower. So suppose if he or she wanted to calculate the height of the tower, how will it going to be? How can he or she could do that? So this is the very basics of trigonometry tells about that. Trigonometry help us to calculate the distances, the heights, and the angle involved. In the earlier days, our astronomers used this trigonometrical basics as to calculate the distance of stars, distance of planets from the earth. So here are the various physical significance of trigonometry. Now let's continue further. A trigonometry basically starts with the triangle basics. Like you should very much know about the basics of right angle triangle. You should be very much know about its various sides, and supposedly I'll be relating further. Now before furthering further, let's see the various sides of triangle. A triangle has three sides: its base, its perpendicular, and hypotenuse. There is one angle which is called the acute angle, and the side opposite to that angle is the perpendicular. The side that is adjacent to the angle is the base, and the leftover side is the hypotenuse. So it's very important that in a triangular you should be familiar with these three sides, because these three sides will only help you to evaluate the trigonometrical identity, the trigonometrical ratio. Okay, so the base, the perpendicular, and the hypotenuse, these are all very important. Now coming to the trigonometrical ratio. What do you mean by trigonometrical ratio? It's quite simple. When you calculate the ratio means you need two things, like trigonometrical ratio means two things. Trigonometrical means anything measuring. It means you need two sides. So a trigonometrical ratio is the relation between the sides and the angles. Suppose if we take a triangle of ABC, BC as the base, AB as the height, and AC as the hypotenuse, and if we consider the angle A, so there are various trigonometrical ratios which will be going further, like sine, cosine, tangent. So these are all trigonometrical ratios, and these are all related with the various angles which I will be getting further.